The Joe Rogan Experience.
I know a dude who killed a guy with a choke.
In the ring?
No, killed him in a gym. He was banging this guy's wife.
Oh, he really went for him.
Yeah, it was crazy. He was banging the guy's wife, and he invited the guy to his school, and then choked him to death and killed him, and then was driving the guy's car around town.
I think that's cold-blooded.
And then they arrested him. Yeah, he was an interesting character. He was a fake Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. My friend Eddie Bravo called him out.
Wait a minute. Fake?
Yeah, he was fake. He's a fake black belt. He was telling everybody he was a black belt. And Eddie rolled with him. And I remember him coming back to me, and he's like, that guy's not a black belt. And I go, what, you sure? And he goes, dude, he don't know anything. Like, it was too crazy. It was like it was like a white belt.
You can get killed doing shit like that.
I thought maybe he was doing it because maybe he was just being nice and wasn't going hard. And he goes, but then as time goes on, I was like, this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. And so then he calls him up, and he was like, hey, are you a fucking black belt? Like, tell me the guy's like, well, I'm a black belt in Japanese jiu-jitsu. He goes, stop. Are you a fucking black belt? And there's like this big pause. He's like, bro, you're a fucking liar. You're a liar. So Eddie separated himself from the guy. And then years later, the dude wound up murdering somebody.
Oh,
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
With jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, he murdered the guy with jiu-jitsu.
No, so he knew something.
The guy. Well, I could teach you how to put a choke in 5 seconds.
Yeah?
It wouldn't take long at all. Yeah, I could teach you how to do it. You just wrap your forearm underneath someone's neck, clamp your hand to your bicep, put this arm behind the head, squeeze. You could kill somebody. It's not a hard thing to learn. But to actually apply it to someone who knows what they're doing, you have to be really good. Like, you can't no one's going to let you choke them. But this guy didn't know anything. So I think he snuck up behind this guy who he killed and just choked him to death.
It sounds like the OJ murder.
I think he brought the guy to his school under false premises. He's in jail now.
Oh, shit. All right.
Yeah.
Shout out to that guy.
Yeah. It was weird because I got semi-involved in it, in that the guy who wound up ratting him out to the cops was one of Eddie's students, and I was talking to the guy on the phone about it. I was like, what's going on with that guy? And then the cops called me afterwards and said, hey, we were tapping that guy's phone. We want to know what you know. And I was like, whoa, I'm on the fucking set of Fear Factor. I'm in my trailer.
Jesus.
Putting my microphone on. I'm like, huh?
You're in a murder case all of a sudden.
I'm like, hey, listen, I don't know that guy. I go, this is what I know. He's a fake black belt. I told him the whole deal. And I had heard that he killed somebody, but I wasn't sure if it was true because the guy's so full of shit. Yeah. This is how full of shit this guy was. This guy had a friend drop him off in the woods because he said he was going to a kumite karate contest, like a big karate competition, but it was no rules and it was secretive. So he dropped him off in the woods.
Where was this guy from?
I don't know, but he lived in California for a while.
Okay.
He dropped him off in the woods with a duffel bag.
Yeah.
He gave him a duffel bag. Like, he had a duffel bag with him, rather. And it's like a duffel bag that's just big enough to fit a trophy in it.
Yeah.
Right? Like about this big. So he leaves, goes out into the woods. The guy comes back the next day. He's got a trophy. No duffel bag. So he brought a fucking trophy with him. And then he came out of the woods like, yeah, I won. I fucked everybody up. And like, so he thought this guy would tell everybody that he beat everybody in this karate tournament.
This guy's a hell of an actor. He really commits.
He was one of those guys that snuck through my crazy radar. Like, because he's a friend of a friend, so I assumed, I was fucking 30 years old. I didn't know any better. I was dumb. And I was like, I assumed.
30?
30, yeah.
Aren't you fully cooked by then?
Nah, you think you are. You haven't met enough murderers yet.
Shit.
You have to meet enough really legitimate crazy people to have them in the database where you're like, oh, you're a sociopath. Oh.
Well, what's worse, a psycho or a sociopath?
Sociopath is someone who doesn't care about someone. A psychopath, I think, is someone who violently attacks people, but in many ways they're interchangeable. Like, let's Google that. What is the difference between a sociopath and a psychopath? Because I think a sociopath can have no violent tendencies, but I think the idea is that they have no compassion for other people.
Right.
Like, I have a friend, and she thinks her sister's a sociopath.
Everybody thinks that everybody's a fucking sociopath these days. That's like a hot. Right. That's the hot word these days.
It's like calling somebody a racist, or calling someone a Nazi.
Exactly. Yeah.
The quick thing I pulled up.
Well, put it up. So
you explained exactly what it said, but there's just like a Venn diagram that's a better explanation.
By the way, every woman who's going to hear this is going to be like, he is a sociopath.
Oh, so there's something in the middle. There's like, you could be both. So genetically predisposed,
Why is it doing that?
a psychopath, genetically predisposed,
So my
lacks empathy
parents would
and
have to be
guilt.
psychopaths.
What is happening
Okay.
with the screen there, buddy?
Switch that.
What-
Did that on purpose. Should connect again. Maybe not. Maybe it's dead. There it goes.
Oh, even better.
worse.
Okay, lacks empathy, a psychopath, genetically predisposed, lacks empathy and guilt, convincing behavior. Look how they spell behavior. That's
It's
British.
conniving behavior. Yeah.
But look how they spell behavior.
Oh yeah, with the IOUR.
Higher job success. What? Okay. Antisocial personality disorders, conform social relationships, and treatable. That's the one in the middle. And
Okay,
then
so they're both treatable.
sociopath, environmentally influenced, feel empathy and guilt, erratic behavior, struggles to find and keep jobs. Wait a minute. I thought sociopath didn't feel empathy and
See?
guilt.
I think that
I don't think this is right. I think this is some British definition.
like the psychopath doesn't
They've changed
care,
it.
but like it's the same. They
What,
know
the
what they're doing.
sociopath does care? Sociopath would feel no guilt about hurting a stranger. So how is that?
It's saying the same thing.
But it's not saying the same thing. It
Right.
says they feel empathy. When you look at that chart, it says sociopaths feel empathy. Whatever. It's close. We kind of get it. And kill it.
Sure.